Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. Hope you have a wonderful day. If you guys are new to this channel, I usually talk about a lot of things when it comes to my personal finance, literally my personal finance. So hopefully if you like this type of stuff, do subscribe and comment, guys. That would be muchly appreciated. The reason I created this channel is so that way you can actually see how I go about doing things financially. At the time that this is recorded, it is May 2021. We just paid off our principal place of home, paid in full. We had a 30-year mortgage that just being polished over 6 years. Let's say 7 years, let's say. So I polished off a 30-year mortgage in 7 years. Hope this is encourage anyone out there who is thinking that there might be no way that you should pay off your mortgage. If you already have that mindset of, guys, you know what, mortgage is not a good thing, having a mortgage. But if you're on the other side thinking, guys, you know, it's good to have a mortgage, this won't be for you. You're in the right path if you're looking at, should I pay off my mortgage faster? I did that. I did that in a sense because of this. At the current stage that this is being recorded, we have a pandemic called COVID-19, coronavirus. The reason I decided to pay off my mortgage is in case if anything happened, I can keep my property. If anything happened, well, I don't have the stress level of having payments anywhere else. In case if anything happened, that's okay. I don't have to pay a mortgage. If I have to stay at home for 3, 6, 9, 12 months, that's okay. I've got enough saving and I don't have to pay a mortgage. Do you get what I mean? I don't have any other commitment. I don't have a commitment to any places at all. That's the reason why I decided to pay off mortgage. I mean, right now alone, there are people out there that are still unable to find a job. That would put a lot of stress on some. For me, I don't have that stress because I don't have any debt. Some people look at it, you know what, there's such thing as good debt, bad debt, because a good debt can generate you an income, a cash flow, and a bad debt would be consumer debt, car payments, and other things that depreciate in value. So for me, I changed that. Debt is a debt. No matter how you look at it, it's bad. Including the one that is actually generating you an income, because you're profit sharing with the financial institute. You're profit sharing with the bank if you're borrowing money from the bank. So that's my simple concept. My simple point is, I realized when I first started property investing, it's like, yay! I actually got a mortgage. It's under my name. No, but the thing is, the deed, the physical land title, it doesn't belong to you. It belongs to the bank. When I paid off my mortgage, I did not know that. Apparently, just because you have a mortgage on this, it's still not yours, because you are responsible to pay off the mortgage. You are responsible to pay off the debt. But if you have the deed, the title, you don't have anyone else. You don't have to go any payment, no commitment to anyone else. In case if anything happened, nobody can kick you out from your house. So, is it a good idea to pay off your mortgage? Yeah. Good idea to pay off your mortgage in full? Yeah. Good idea to pay your mortgage in short possible time? Yeah. Because, I mean, think about the interest that you would be saving. A 30-year mortgage, let's say, you ended up paying double to the bank. So a $500,000 loan, you're probably paying roughly $1 million, or just before, after $1 million, depending on your interest rate. If you refinance and get it extended for another 30 more years, that means you'll never pay off the principal. You're just paying the interest over and over again. So if you ever sell the property, you still have to pay the bank back. Myself right now, when I have this theory, let's say, in theory, you're technically, when you don't have any payment, you don't have any payment. If it's a rental income, I don't have to share my profit with the financial institute, with the bank, let's say. A typical rental property, that's what you're doing. When you have a payment, when you have a mortgage, you have to pay a certain portion of your rental income to the mortgage company. Sometimes it's actually not enough, and that is not a good idea when you have more debt or a mortgage, and your rental income does not cover the mortgage repayment. That's not a good investing, because that would not generate your wealth fast. Not fast, more like in the long term. When that means it commits you to work somewhere else. It makes you that you are tied up to a job. I mean, if you really, really love your job, then good on you. I don't. I never like a job, so I'd rather create my own destiny. Hence why I go into property. I'd rather have the property, I guess my tenant in a sense, providing me the income. And there is no limit in terms of that. Let's say one property can generate $100, and then another property can generate another $100, and then another one, and another one. So with a couple of, I guess, paperwork here and there, and the change on the paperwork system, you can create property like a full-time income. And that's what I did. The reason why I don't do them at the mall, at the current stage anyway, I can't borrow money from the bank. So there's only other way. I don't want to go into debt anymore, and I don't want to get a mortgage. So I changed my way of thinking. Is if you have already a mortgage, you got to think outside of the square in order for you to buy another property. So my plan anyway, just to save up heaps and just pay it in cash. How long does it take? I don't know. Would I be able to make it? Yeah. I'm documenting my journey as I go along in this channel. Would I recommend anyone to do it? Probably not, because this is just my own personal experience. I'll fiddle around with my own personal money. Is it a good idea to pay off debt? Yeah. Good idea, because you're not earning any more interest when you pay off in debt in full. Picture a life when you don't have any commitment. Picture a life when you don't have car payments, credit card payments, mortgage repayment. Picture a life where your income, whatever that is, don't have any commitment to this. What do you do? That's where I am. Now, my money is going to work for me. Now, I'm in the stage where I'm actually going to invest more until my money working for me over and over again. I don't want to be in a situation where I have to commit it to a payment system anymore, and I don't want that ever happen to my life ever again. So it works for me. Life is much better when you don't have any commitment. I would suggest to do the same thing. If you have a commitment, I would not recommend to keep on going. Go against the grain. Try it. To be honest with you, I didn't believe that. It's like, oh yeah, this has got to be a hoax. You know what? Try it first. If you don't believe me that life without a commitment, it is much better, try it first. Once you've tried it, and if you decide that is still not a good idea, then you can go back in debt. There's always another time for you to be in debt. But for me, I don't want to be in debt ever again. So is there such thing as a good debt or bad debt? No, there's only one bad debt. There is no such thing as a good debt. This is from my own personal experience. But what if this, what if that? Like, I don't care how you look at debt in a whole, it's a bad debt. But it's cheap, it's on a payment system, it's only this amount of dollars a week. Still a bad debt. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, guys. Hopefully this gives you an understanding. My experience, my personal experience. Don't forget to subscribe, comment. See you guys in the next video.